Hey folks, it's the Red, getting back to Let's Play Mega Man Legends. Here I was about to board the boat, go on to the next area, but there were a couple of kind of important things I forgot to take care of first. So, we're not going to the boat just yet. Instead, we're going to be leaving the dock and taking care of those important items. Okay, so here we are back outside. We're actually going to head inside the support car real quick. And we're going to give all that stuff that we just collected to Roll, because it's time for some item development. The Bloomabear parts were used to make the Machine Buster special weapon. This weapon has a really high rate of fire. Unfortunately, it's not that great in terms of power, so you might have to put some thought into how you use it. The broken motor, broken propeller, and broken cleaner. Yes, more than one item can be used to make a special weapon. This time it's the vacuum arm, one of my favorites in the game. This arm is a little different. You can't use it to attack with, but you can use it to easily gather up scattered refractor shards. So useful, let me tell you, because trying to walk into refractor shards is pretty annoying, I gotta say. Anyway, it doesn't take too terribly much to get this thing fully upgraded, so we're gonna go ahead and take care of that as well. And then you're gonna see this thing really shine in one of the ruins. Anyway, just gonna go ahead and max everything out. I'm pretty sure I've got enough money to do just that. Special here will increase the suction speed. And there we go. Everything is maxed out. Everything that can be maxed out. And we'll go ahead and equip it. There it is. Alright. Now to put this thing to work. Take the support car and head to the Cardon Ruins. Alright, we'll see you two in a bit. Because now it's time to do some money grinding. I'm only going to go in here, show this once, basically to show how the vacuum arm is useful for these particular ruins. Yeah, we're coming down to the bottom. So, we've been here once already. This was the place with all those big honeycombs. But the reason you want to bring the vacuum arm here, after we take them down, and we use the vacuum arm, and it all comes directly to you. So useful. Pretty much makes it so we don't have to take down all these bugs in the process. And yeah, the Zenny can go anywhere on the map. You will collect it regardless of where it's facing. Regardless of where it is, even if it's, like, below you. And what's more, you don't even have to be facing it. It still comes directly to you. Which I find a little funny. And of course you can also bust the robots down here for more money. But first I'm going to break this other honeycomb. Come to me, money! So, yeah. Pretty much that is the grinding process. I'm not going to worry about those robots right now. I'll deal with them off camera. But yeah, that's a way for you to get additional money should you need it. And to make all those robots and honeycombs come back, you have to physically leave the ruins and then come back. It's not enough to just go through the door and then go back through it. So let's head back into the car real quick. I'm back! Alright, let's talk to Roll and get ourselves another special weapon enhanced, now that we have the means to get all the money we could possibly need to enhance our weapons. Let's see, the new weapon we just made, I believe, was called the Machine Buster. Yes, here it is. Thing is, we don't quite have enough money to raise all of these different stats, but we can address that off camera. So let's say the magic words. Videomus Editus. And just like magic, every statistic is maxed out. This weapon is now the best it can possibly be. So, with that done, let's go ahead and change over to it. And we're going to see it in action in the next major ruin that we go to. Alright. And we're done with the weapons for now. So let's go ahead and take the support car a little closer to town. Okay, now that we're back in town, I need to swing by the Apple Market and buy some stuff at the junk shop real quick. Stuff that's going to make this upcoming conflict a little easier. So, in we go. Now, as you play through the game, new stuff starts becoming available, so let's see what we've got in store this time. Yeah, we'll definitely go ahead and get the flak jacket this time. This will reduce damage by 1/4. Hyper cartridge will refill your special weapons. That's a nifty thing to have on hand. And since we bought the flak jacket, now the Kevlar jacket is available, which will reduce damage by 1/2. But it's a little expensive right now, so we're not going to be getting that yet. But here's mainly what I was here for. I want that laser, and I want that sniper range. These will both increase the attack and range by 4. Got anything else here that could be useful? Energy plus 3, that doesn't sound bad, but not right now. Energy plus 4, Yeah, I'm gonna get this too. I probably don't need it just yet, but it'll be nice to have on hand for later. Oh yeah, it's already full? Okay, then let me go ahead and sell some of the parts that I'm not going to be using anymore. I'm gonna hang on to these just in case. But definitely not gonna need that. Or that. Wait. Am I using that right now? No, I don't think so. Well, if I'm not anymore, because I just got better ones to serve that purpose. Okay, that put a little money back in our wallet. No, we're not selling any more. Not selling any items. Never sell items, by the way. Everything that you pick up in the game can be used in some way, so I really don't recommend selling anything like that. Anyway, can't really afford this right now, but we don't really need it either. So, let's go ahead and get ourselves another life gauge and an extra pack. Can I afford another? Yeah, okay. Alright. So that's all the purchasing we're going to do for now. We've made our life gauge a little higher. And let's go ahead and equip our new buster parts. Gonna put laser on and change power razor to sniper range. Now we have very good attack and range capabilities, which for our purposes is going to do quite nicely. So, now with all that out of the way, now we can head to the boat dock. Okay, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and do this thing. It's the boat. Get over here, Roll.
Mega Man, are you ready?
Yup, let's go.
Here we go.
I'm picking something up on the sonar. Keep an eye out, Mega Man. I knew it. They're here. Their robots are here.
So, it's time for a water battle! Protect your boat from the enemy's attacks. Shoot and destroy the red subs' torpedoes and the yellow subs' missiles before they hit the ship.
Mission start.
So, yeah, now we have a proper escort mission, it looks like. We basically need to take down these ships before they can do too much damage to the ship. Although, looking at them, don't they look sort of familiar? And yeah, like I said, the red ones shoot torpedoes. You can shoot at the missiles and the torpedoes before they reach the boat to prevent damage to your ship. Although I do find it quite difficult to be able to hit everything with any sort of precision. I've yet to find a special weapon that can really do the job well. Roll does give you a bit of a heads up as to where you need to be aiming, so that always helps out. We've also got some enemy fire up ahead, and thanks to our machine buster, we do have some quick firing ability, which I think helps out against the torpedoes and the missiles, at least a little bit. At least it's a faster shot, basically, than the Mega Buster, so I feel like there might be some dependability in that. But generally, one shot from your Mega Buster will be enough to take down a missile or torpedo, and I have to believe that the Machine Buster can do that as well.
I'm getting multiple signals on my sonar. There's a lot of little signals coming from around this ship.
Well, what could it all mean? Anyway, just keeping our eyes peeled for any new...
They're above us.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it must be the planes, right? Also, if you look closely, you might notice a familiar logo on those ships. Could it be who I think it is? Thankfully, taking down the planes is much easier than taking down those missiles.
Man behind us.
I'm on it. Good. But yeah, for the most part, you can usually lock onto your targets pretty well with the R2 button, and since you have to stand still for this whole thing anyway, special weapons and the fact that they make you stand still won't hurt you too much in this.
Mega Man, ahead.
I'm on it. And yeah, there's the Machine Buster in action. Seems to do a pretty good job ripping these things apart.
That's it, Mega Man. Keep it up.
Well, I would if there was anything to shoot at. Oh, there we go. Couple more behind us. See what I mean? These torpedoes can be quite difficult to try and hit. Ugh. Ugh. And yeah, that's another weird thing, is that all their shots seem to be focused on the ship and not on you. So don't worry about taking damage yourself. Sadly, this means that any canteen that you have probably isn't going to help you during this fight. By the way, that building in the center, that's the ruin that we're trying to get to. Oh, something hit me from somewhere. Yeah, sometimes you might have to wait a bit towards the end before you get a chance to shoot at something. Just be patient.
It looks like we got rid of all their little ships. Wait! I can see it on the sonar. Heads up, Mega Man. Something big coming this way.
I knew our little blue boy'd show up. I figured we'd run into him sooner or later if we waited here. Slow ahead!
Slow ahead!
All right, men. Concentrate your fire on the blue boy. Blow him and his little toy boat out of the water.
What? But, Diesel, if we sink his boat, won't the keys go down with it?
Who cares? Once he's out of the way, we can get whatever we want from the mayor, right? We've got to take care of him once and for all. Thanks to him, our plans have been completely ruined. I'm gonna teach him a lesson. All right, men, let's do it.
What's wrong with me? Why should I care if that little brat dies? I shouldn't. I really shouldn't.
Yes, it's our good friends, the Bonne family, and they've brought out their next latest creation. This is the Falcon Giraffe, our next major boss. It fires a lot of missiles at me, and here's where I wanted to give my machine buster a try. So yeah, Roll's just gonna go around in circles before it gives you the option to do anything, and meanwhile you can actually take a lot of damage this way. There's no point in shooting at it right now, so... And here the game is giving you a chance to go back and get some proper buster upgrades in case you had too much trouble earlier. But we took care of that earlier, so let's fight! Okay, so Roll's gonna go into this little, river here to try and get away from the robot. And from the looks of things, you'd think it would start to work. And yeah, my boat's taking a good bit of a beating right here, so, really need to make sure I can avoid those missiles in this next part. Whoa!
What's the matter? If you don't watch it, you're gonna end up with a big hole in your
Mega Man, are you alright? You didn't fall off or anything, did you?
Roll, I'd be more worried about the boat, personally. And now we get to the fight proper. Basically, during this part, we need to shoot the 2 arms and the 2 weapons at the back in order to bring out the final weapon that we need to bring down. Unfortunately, there's nothing for us to R2 lock onto, so just point to where you need to go to and just fire away. Fortunately, none of these different parts really take too much damage to bring down. My usual strategy here, since I can't ever seem to stop the missiles, is to simply take down each of these parts faster than he can shoot me down. And it's a risky strategy, but tends to work out pretty well. Okay, now we just need to wait to get to the other side so we can take out the other arm. Yeah, like I said, I've not found a special weapon that can reliably fight against this thing, but mainly the thing you want for this part of the fight is good buster range so that you can actually reach the thing. Good thing those missiles are completely missing. Anyway, yeah, now there's a little blue core there at the middle, and as long as you keep shooting at it, you can stun it and prevent it from firing that big laser at you that you just saw a moment ago. Anyway, you can do more damage to it than it can to you, thanks to your upgraded buster part, if you picked up the right ones. Definitely make sure you're getting that laser buster upgrade. It makes this part of the fight so much easier. And, yeah, there we go.
Mission complete.
Status report!
This is the engineer reporting. Our engines are completely offline. There's flooding in the main hull. The build pumps aren't working. There are fires in blocks 2 and 3. They're being sealed off. Teasel, I hate to admit it, but she's not gonna last much longer. Sir, you've got to get out of here.
All hands! Abandon ship! I'm sorry, Tron. After you went to all the trouble to make us such a magnificent robot. What can I say?
Cheer up, Diesel. Don't worry. We'll go back to the ship and come up with a new plan.
Yeah, that's it. That's the spirit. Thanks, you two. Now, I couldn't have asked for a better brother and sister than you. We'll get that blue boy next time for sure.
I don't understand. Even though he got the better of us again, I don't feel the least bit angry. Why is that?
Yes, I'm sure we'll be hearing from the Bonnes again before this is all over. Here we are at the ruins. At the island ruins. Want to save? Not yet. Just give me a top off on my weapon energy, and we are good to go. So, on we go on to the next set of ruins. Yeah, we've pretty much got the same introduction as when we went into the Cardon ruins. So, that fight wound up taking a bit longer than I thought it would, so we're going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you very much for watching, and join us next time for the Island Ruins. See you then!